Good morning. I'm Walter Shawley with Technisonic. And before I go into some detail about this new product that we have, I need to give you a very tiny bit of history as to why we would make this. Historically, Technisonic has always done the hard thing. When the industry standard was to have a tactical FM radio that was maybe breadbox or footlocker size, hidden away somewhere, George and Brian got together and decided what would really be cool would be to put that radio in the control head. That product family has matured. We wound up with P25 fully compliant FM tactical radios, again, just in the control head space. And then last year, 5 complete independent radios. The TDFM 7300, again, still just in the control head space. Now, we created a hidden problem for ourselves when we did that. A lot of the airborne law enforcement, search and rescue, tactical guys who adopted these radios needed a little more audio capability than we already had in our existing Access A panels. We could support 7 radios or 7 things with no problem. But last year, when a large airborne law enforcement fleet was test driving our TDFM 7300 and decided they really liked it, they wanted new audio to go with it. And they did test flights, 2 audio, 2 digital systems, and liked what we had, but then we had that horrible moment where they said, you know, there's just one thing. Now, you know that's customer speak for, by the time I'm done, you're not even going to recognize your product. And they said, well, what would really be great is if you would change all the tactile look and feel of this control. Because sometimes we have to fly it at night, we don't know where the controls are set. Sometimes we have to fly it in the day, and we don't look at it. We just kind of reach over with that gloved hand and try and do something. Now, a lot of these requirements are somewhat mutually exclusive, particularly the fact that they wanted to have 8 objects controlled instead of 7. We had to put very, very tight spacing on this control and illuminate it, and while we were at it, we had to give them some rational way of operating the PA system. Now, PA is a huge problem for law enforcement guys. They often forget that it's there, and they talk over it as if they were talking on a radio. So you can imagine how embarrassing that is when they say something that really is hugely inappropriate, and of course broadcast it to the entire San Fernando Valley or something like that. So we added a one-touch transfer between PA and normal radio operation, which is the yellow button you see in the upper corner. That allows us to give them an extremely easy way to shift from multi-transceiver simulcast operation to the PA back and forth without having to do a lot of complicated hand motions. We also added a tremendous amount of cosmetic versatility. We can change the color scheme, the legends, the lighting. We discovered that one thing that installers always had an issue with was that lighting intensity, or the balance of enunciators and lighting, really varies in terms of preference between customers and installations. So these new boxes contain the ability to adjust all those features at installation time, really to make your life a lot easier. If you need any information about any Technisonic product, you can get it right off our website, including the complete downloadable install manual. If you have audio questions that just have to do with audio issues, you can just email me directly. And I do answer questions about any audio thing, but you have to consider that I might come back with an answer that says, well, the way you could really solve that would be to add something from us. So just keep in mind that's a potential risk. Everything we have is available from Dallas Avionics. And we'll also have coming shortly a new audio and radio test system, which is both a test and display system, which I think you're going to find fairly amazing. Saturday, we'll have an excellent training session which will cover all audio and noise related issues. So even if it's not our product that you want to use, we can still tell you how to get the best possible use out of it and how to avoid very common installation noise related problems. And I am the last guy, so we're done. Thank you very much.